This is Alan Farley from FX Empire. Dow component Walt Disney Company reports earnings next week. Looking back, the stock ended a very strong rally above the 150 level in 2019, entered a modest correction, but then the bottom dropped out during the pandemic decline into March. This was a multi-year low. The stock turned around and started to recover, coming back up in one wave, two waves, and then a third wave up to about the 200 level in March of 2020. Now, the stock has now dropped into this sort of bearish looking pattern. It's a descending triangle with support right around the 180 level. Accumulation looks pretty decent, except it never got back up above the 2019 high. Shows the force of short selling during this period of time when the stock was really performing very well, even though its revenues are not that good with so many divisions closed and worldwide movie production still under pressure. So this is what we need to watch going into earnings next week. Again, this line right here at 181, if this breaks, we could easily drop down and fill this gap. We filled part of it back here at the start of the year, but there's still a lot of this hole that needs to fill. Now the problem, and that you can't see on this chart, is that the monthly stochastics has entered the first sell cycle since about the middle of 2019 because of this slumping price action down here between 180 and 195. Now that suggests that there's going to be weakness into the fourth quarter of this year, and I think it's possible just because this price swing is like 180 points. Excuse me, it's about 120 points. That's a very, very big move that the stock now needs to work off. And I also think we're getting near the end of the pandemic, and until we see more countries pull out of the pandemic, open their borders, and allow cruise ships and entertainment parks at full capacity, Disney earnings in 2021 are just not going to be that good. And we also have the problem here in the United States with box office receipts. No one really knows how many people are to go see Disney movies in films in 2021, and that's a big component of their earnings.